Welcome to the 7th ever Ecobitch Actress Podcast. My name is Sadie and I am your host. My co-host is down on the floor. Let's welcome our co-host, Superman. Yo, what up? Amazing. By the way, Superman is a polar bear, and polar bear, as we know, is the symbol of environmental protection. Because their number is decreasing every second. The ice is melting and they're losing their homes. Just in case some people don't know, Superman, polar bear, oh my god, amazing. Now, if you can see my video, you'll see that today I'm feeling super cool because I have these shades on. But I'm not doing this because I need to be cool. I don't need shades to be cool. I'm cool from being an eco-bitch. But the reason I am wearing shades is because I have an eye infection, unfortunately. I think I overworked myself these past month on all the rehearsals, and now my left eye is swollen. But being a dedicated podcaster, OMG, with like 30 views, I just thought I still need to update stuff. Wow, I give myself props, so you'll see me in shades today. And also, by the way, this is looking so good. So any sunglasses company who wants to put an ad here, there is space for you on the Ecobitch Actress Podcast. Okay, anyway. Let's start with our eco tip of the day, and then we'll move on to my exciting actress story. Today's eco tip is I have a prop. Okay, I'll show the back. Sierra Club. Yes, like 1,000 years ago, I probably was a member because I'm just dedicated. And then after that, I have not been a member, but they keep sending me these pledge to be a member junk mails, and with it comes this sheet, the name and address sticker that you sometimes see in some promo mails. And first of all, call out to Sierra Club. Being Sierra Club, you should know not to send junk mail like this. And it's like a lot of paper too, and then like a return envelope. It's a lot of paper to be wasted, and y'all do better. You know, you're not like, I don't know, Shein. Yeah, don't be like Shein, just being uneco-friendly. They suck on the eco front, okay? I've never bought Shein in my life. Boo! Okay. But Sierra Club, this episode is just roasting Sierra Club. No, it's just, don't be like those, charity people who just send you a lot of address stickers and wanting you to donate to them. This is actually a big waste of resources. People are not using these address stickers anymore, most people. I do once in a while, but I don't need 30. And second of all, the name is wrong too. They're useless to me unless you're the eco bitch, which I am. So back to the eco tip is, what do you do with these? You can actually use these stickers instead of throwing them away. You can use them as lint catchers. So if there are little dust on your favorite sweater, you can use these stickers to stick them. And they work very well for people who have long hair. My hair is just everywhere. And if I use these stickers, I can stick 15 of them up, and then I still have to vacuum. So I don't know why I'm doing. Okay, that's anti-eco tip. There are 1,000 uses for these stickers. You can use them as tape. Just be sure to cross off your name or your address. Or once in a while, I receive these address stickers in the previous tenant's name, at which point I will just use them everywhere because it's not my name, which is a gray area in the ethicalness of this matter. But I am doing a podcast and I need an eco tip, and that is the eco tip you're getting today. Amazing. I feel amazing. How about you? Hey guys, I feel amazing too. Oh shit, wrong voice. I feel amazing too. Give me a one-liner. You're doing a comedy show very soon. Amazing Superman, helping me plug my show. Yes, it's gonna be July 13th, 2025. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow all my stuff on TikTok, Instagram, on my podcast. Rate the podcast as 5-star and subscribe on YouTube. Before my motivation wanes away, I'll read you this semi-funny note that I wrote on my first trip to Paris. I was just doing the Camino de Santiago in Spain, and after that, I went to Paris, and it was the worst experience. I really didn't like Paris, and now it seems funny, but I was really miserable because I was on a budget, so I lived in some random Airbnb person's house. And it was in one of these semi-dangerous sections in Paris. She was some sort of student. So that day when I was checking in, she wouldn't be back in her house until like 10 p.m. And I ended my tour sightseeing Paris way before 10 p.m. So I was just standing in front of this apartment, and the streets were pretty empty at 9 p.m. and very shady. It was almost not Paris. It was like Skid Row, LA. I was like, whoa, it opened my eyes. And I think I wrote this. I was going to write in my diary. I want to sing Les Mis now because I'm miserable. These people are at the bottom. Am I at the bottom? Sorry, Hemingway. It's just not the same. I mean, is Hemingway like from Paris? I don't even know. Weird people were yelling at night. The shower was cold. The night was cold. The shower was cold. And it was like in her room. It was a little blocked off space inside her room. It was like very fucked up. She didn't mention that. So she was fucked up too. The 10 p.m. girl did not give me the access code. But hell, there's nothing anyone want to steal in this crappy apartment. It looks like Hong Kong 20 years ago. Sorry, Hong Kong. There was a little window with no sunlight. Everything's so cramped. And there's a broken shared toilet outside the room. And you had to like go outside the apartment. So I think I had to pee in the middle of the night. I had to go outside the apartment, lock the apartment, and then go down the hall to this not makeshift, but very crappy, like Les Mis toilet. Like under this staircase. It wasn't even a rectangle toilet. And, you know, you like hook the little wire to its little lock and then there's a crack. Oh my God. And it's shared. And it's freaking cold. Oh, I can play the Les Mis. I'm the star in Les Mis. I couldn't find the number 22, which was her apartment. I don't feel any hope at all living in this apartment. Guys, you cannot live on just literature and art. I'm talking to Paris. And I got dirty hands, but I have to come back into the apartment to wash my hands at the sink inside the apartment, which is also annoying. Spain is heaven and Paris is close to hell. I feel like donating to some poor people, but yet Paris is so rich. Yeah, boom, so ridiculous. People were not friendly because they live poorly. Yeah, so well written. Wow, okay. I don't know what that segment was. Oh, that was the one-liner. So it turns out to be a little essay. But there you go. Let's move on to my acting story. Since we already have a story, I'll tell you like a prequel to that story. So I went to Spain, I think 2019 or 18, on the Camino de Santiago, which is a pilgrimage walk, a 600-mile walk. I remember the first night I stayed in this little town in France. Yeah, I don't remember where it was, but I arrived so late and I just wanted to crash. And it was this old lady who's so used to like latecomers. Well, I was late because of the train, which arrived at like, I don't know, 9 or 10 p.m. So I went into this, I think it's a hostel. And of course, she's nice and kind. She spoke English and she gave me tea or something. And we chatted a little. And then she's like, what do you do? And I said, I'm an actress. She's like, whoa. She was so surprised and as if she saw a celebrity, which I wasn't at that time. I don't know. A lot of people have a lot of different reactions to me saying I'm an actress. Kind old woman from France was impressed. And then she's like, where from? I said, Los Angeles. And then she got even more impressed. I'm sure she conjured up some sort of reality show from probably something she's watching. She's like, whoa, and then asked me a bunch of questions about Hollywood. You know, we chatted happily. And then there were other guests who were even later than me. It's crazy. Like people were arriving at 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. And when other guests arrived and was enjoying the tea, the old lady introduced me as, look, she's an actress from Hollywood, even though I wasn't living in Hollywood at that time. But then I'm close enough. I'm like LA. So I had to fake it. So I was like, yeah. And then, I don't know, I just faked some version of Los Angeles just to make them happy because I was far away from the United States and I was the representation. And these are just Europeans from everywhere who probably only saw shows and movies and that's all they know. But I had to play the part even though I don't know what they'll think about an Asian American. I'm sure it's like mind-blowing. What actress, but you don't look like a blonde person. But I'm also getting used to that. There are a lot of stereotypes when you say you're an actress. First of all, they really expected you to be blonde and Caucasian, which is really annoying. What about non-white? But it's just an old thing that we're still trying to break away from. Even nowadays, on the casting stuff, if the story is about an actress, see, they still cast like Emma Stone, like it's still white blonde people, which I guess, if you go to a random town in France, that's what they have an image of. It is time to change. I mean, look at Crazy Rich Asians. And, I'm in the middle of it. So I'll talk about next time I'll talk about when I was actually knee deep in the casting decision of whether they should cast a white person or not. That'll be story for next time. But it's a thing. And I feel like we've gotten a little bit better. We've had one baby step ever since 2018. But it's way not enough. For now, like the leads are still mostly Caucasians in Hollywood for a ton of reasons, but I hope things change faster, sooner. Yeah, because that's true. Even for me, when I do my Superman movies, how about having an Asian girlfriend? I mean, that's pretty in right now. Okay. Dude, I don't know if you can say that. You might be canceled. Anyway, see you next episode and remember to follow and do all that. See you next time. Bye.